Welcome to Readings of Luz, where I don't predict your future, but do channel what the cards show me for your zodiac and the month. I channel balance, truth, growth, and healing, and try to focus that and keep that in mind. Just take what resonates and let go what doesn't. If you feel depressed or anxious throughout this month, though, I've been told watching your monthly video a few times can bring more clarity. Play this in the background and start it from the timestamp in the description to skip this intro. I do not judge you. After all, we're simply walking mirrors, wanting to see what we want to see. With that being said, please give my video a like and subscribe to support my channel. Let's get started. Hi Libra, welcome to your May reading. I apologize in advance in case this one right here decides to act like a travieso. So we got the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles for your past, immediate past, and current energies. Along with the Knight of Swords, we got the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Two of Swords, the Devil. Let me scoot these up here. Straight off the bat, I can see how walking into May, or by the time you watch this video, who knows, but walking into May, you have experienced a major change that perhaps has already happened a while ago for some of you Libras, but some of you recently went through it, but it doesn't matter. With this change, you keep carrying it and you keep bringing it up because it's strengthening you, it's inspiring you to make the moves, put in the work, put in the dedication, that consistency enough to really make a difference with your money, with the work, with your goals. Whatever change this was, it was for clarity, to bring clarity on how, you know, some people's intentions weren't there, or you needed to just see how you needed to grow out of that to really see not only how other people might have deceived you, but how you can deceive yourself thinking a certain way, right? Accepting people and situations a certain way, and then, you know, change comes in, the universe comes in, endings happen, new beginnings happen, and then it's like change, a new layer. And then all we can do is look at the shell, the past layer, and learn from it. And boy, have we learned from it, especially walking into May. There's something about this month that has really inspired you to see yourself, value yourself in a way that brings you in more abundance. The beginning of the month, because your ego is being fueled, the beginning of the month, your anxiety might peak as well. Thinking that you have to defend yourself, be very quick-witted, having to, you know, I'm hearing a lot of chatter. And it's like, what I'm hearing right now is, that's good. That's good. That shows that you're smart, right? That shows that you know what's up. That shows that you are very smart. But once again, we're learning to value our energy. We're learning to value ourselves. So sometimes, personally, I think it's better not to say anything if you don't have to. If someone is saying something just to get something out of you, let them do that. You don't have to say anything, you know, even if you feel inclined or awkward for the silence. Unless someone's asking you something, there's no need to engage if you don't feel like it, if you just feel like saving your energy for something else. That's you know, okay. Either way, this hyper anxiety awareness of learning to see and think everything that you've been through up until now, especially with this new level of success that I think you've been in. You've been carrying and you're carrying over to in me. This is all feeling that anxiety, like we said, but it's also bringing in this sense of warmth, like home warmth, like mama bear vibes. And if you're a guy, I mean like even daddy vibes, like just being able to just spoil everyone around you, spoil yourself. Like you feel that you want to do that. Or you have an earth sign in your life that's learning, that's teaching you, that's been teaching you how to ground yourself, that's been teaching you, you know, or you were with an earth sign and change happened with that, but you've been carrying so much self-reflection through that earth sign, right? This can go so many ways, but regardless, the advice is by the end of this week, I mean, it's Cinco de Mayo now, it's Thursday. This should be up by tomorrow. So if you see this Friday or throughout this weekend, this is a perfect weekend to just take it, to take the time for yourself, to isolate yourself. This is not to be depressed, but to go through your struggle of maybe being alone, your struggle of maybe facing your mind completely alone, not having anything or anyone to distract you. That can be a little challenging, but it is advised and it's asked. I'm sensing here from the universe to bring in the balance that's needed, to bring in the healing that's needed. It's like if you're going to think of something, if you're going to criticize yourself in some way, or if you're going to bring some trauma up, it's like be very good at taking care of it. If you're going to visit it and you're going to analyze it and see the darkness within you, be very good at balancing it. And I think that's what this weekend should be about, learning to balance that self-reflection, that shadow work. So much shadow work, right, that we've been putting. Or not enough for some of you. Then in the middle of the month, I sense a decision needing to be made, especially at the beginning of, like in the beginnings of the middle of the month. There's like a decision needing to be made in the middle of the month, and you might think you're not ready to make this decision because there's some sort of addictive quality to this decision that you need to take. It's like it might be this earth sign once again, maybe a Capricorn for some of you guys, doesn't have to be, but there is this energy this month that keeps wanting to bring you down, and they come in a way of like, oh, but this is teamwork. This is what teams are supposed to do. This is what partnerships are supposed to do. Like, we're a team. And it's like they're very good at playing that. And you might even see it too and might imagine it in your own way, whatever way that may be for you when it comes up to this teamwork. But this devil energy is only seeing it their way. And their way is showing me that you need to cut your ties with this earth energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, especially in the middle of this month. You need to cut ties. There's going to be a big test where you need to stand your ground and really show not only this earth sign, if it is, but if it's not, it's that addictive quality within you that tends to think of the worst case scenarios, jumps straight to the trauma, avoids change, and when it does happen, being very quick at adapting to it instead of really, seeing it for what it is, for what it was, and facing it. Balancing it with love, balancing it with forgiveness and patience and acceptance. All of that is to make this decision. By the end of the month, there's going to be a lot of either goals being met or goals being missed. either it can go both ways, right? But in the beginning of the end of this month, I want to say like the beginning of the last week, maybe even the beginning of the second to last week, there's gonna be stuff being done or stuff being missed. And then that's going to really channel this part of you that you've channeled before. And it fuels you. It fuels you. This feeling of like getting things done or the anxiety of missing things, either way, that fuels you to be like this chariot here. Being like this chariot and being like, I got this. I got this. And it's like, why can't we act like we got it all the time? And it's like, why can't, and I shouldn't say why can't we act. It's like, why can't we be like that all the time? Not only when we have literally money coming in because we're hitting goals. Not only with that, and definitely not when we're missing goals. It's more, why can't it be in a general scale for myself to where I feel like I can do this anytime, right? Because for some of you, I feel like you are fueled by slowly letting go of the gas pedal, like deciding to hit the brakes a little bit because, you know, you just never know if we keep going. And it's like, but if we stop and we miss goals, it just pushes us to keep going. It pushes us to keep wanting to go. It's important to make the right decision to let go of something that's keeping you stuck, like I mentioned before. And when I say goals, it's not even just goals, Libra. It's like opportunities. Like it's like that divine energy that comes in to bring you an opportunity to get you closer to where you want to be. It's like a lot of that's going to happen towards the end of the month, and it's really important for you to not miss those, to really see them for what it is by cutting out this addictive energy with the devil. You will still have a team. You will still be part of a family or a team here if you cut out this addiction. It won't change anything. If anything, it'll make it more solid. Let's get a little bit of clarity on the Two of Swords. What is this like decision? I mean, of course it's here with the devil, but I want to, it's like, why is this coming up here? Three of Pentacles again. Okay, so if you're dealing with an earth sign, you might be dealing with them being like, hey, I have a proposition for you. I have an idea for you. This is in the middle of the month, right? And I want to give you an offer. I want to offer you something. I want you to work for me, you know, type of thing. I want you to guide me and I want to guide you, kind of thing, like give and accept. It's very shady. I'm getting like it's very shady. And I say shady because if you've been dealing with this person in the past, it's the same thing over. It's the same thing again. It's like, okay, if you are going to accept this from this earth sign, if you have no other choice, let's say it's someone at work, you know, and they are like, hey, we need you to do all this stuff, right? And it's hard for you to say no, even though like this is what we've been talking about. It's like having to really stand up for what you're worth. It's like you can, if you're okay with doing it, if you're not losing anything with it, if anything it's just fueling you or guiding you, if it's not draining you, then do it. If you can get something out of it and you have nothing to lose, then do it, right? But the universe is saying, just know that if you decide not to do it, you have your intuition. You have people who will support you. You have a team. You have a family. You have an empire You have that stability within you, that Holy Trinity within you to bring and still cultivate what you need to cultivate for yourself. And even if not more. Let's get some more clarity here on the Eight of Wands. What is all that? We got more wands. You know how you're supposed to tell what energy is meant for you and what's not? Like where to go. You know how to really trust your inner Trinity, your inner Holy Trinity, is by having fun. What makes you feel like you're having fun? And what does that look like for you? Fun for you is more like painting or reading or cooking or spending time with your parents or your family or your kids. Doesn't matter. If it's work, who is there to really ignite that, inspire you to continue to see your environment in a fun way? Who allows you to do that? But if it's not an earth sign, this is an addiction that you've been carrying, Libra. And it can go both ways. Maybe that's why you keep attracting this person. Or, like I said, it's just you. But this addiction comes from a change that you've been carrying even before this month. Something that really dishedded you, really took off a heavy layer from you. And ever since then, getting out of that old layer has been teaching you more and more and more about the value of your energy, the value of you, the way you think, the way you are. What makes you feel like you're having fun? And it makes you feel like it's okay to bask in the safety net of having fun, even though we know there's always going to be drama, right? There's always drama. But what makes you feel good? What makes you feel like you have it all under control without having to drain you or make you angry or make you feel like a control freak? By the middle of this month, it's important to really cut things out of your life, or at least tell yourself that you will be cutting ways of thinking, ways of talking, ways of listening, ways of acting, or even people out of your life that you need to cut out, situations, places, things. I hope this helped, Libra. I will be talking to you June. If this resonated or helped, you already know, watch it again and again and again and again, and you'll get more clarity. Like and subscribe to support my channel. That would mean a lot. Bye.